Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at practice. I did this a little while ago, but I was grinding, I was super busy, and But this team is generated by Spitfire Flowers on Twitter. Go ahead, check out this trainer. I'll include a link to this person's Twitter. Thanks for the team. The team consists of Wigglytuff, Altaria, Shiftry, Alolan Marowak, Wishcash, and Bronzong. So pretty standard team. But let's go ahead and take a look. Our first battler is Mr. Piano Bot, and I like at this point in time I didn't really know how to use Shiftry that well. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I'm gonna lead with Shiftry into Altaria, so this is not a great matchup for me. So I'm gonna switch out into Bronzong, hoping to get an energy advantage. Gonna go into Alolan Marowak. I'm going to go for the bulldoze. Hopefully this goes unshielded. Unfortunately, I didn't hit the excellent there. I don't know why I didn't. And then I'm hoping that this is just a bone club. And if it is, then I'm going to be able to confusion down, which is great for me. And I'm going to go into the Psyshock. The Wishcash probably would have been a better counter switch. But obviously when you're panicking, then it is what it is. So I'm in a very good situation right now. I have both shields up. The Shiftry, I'm going to take out this Wishcash right away or burn the shield. And whatever, I'm going to switch out and I'm going to mirror. I have two shields. This opposing Mr. Piano Bot also has one shield. So we're in a very good situation right now. I'm going to look to burn the second shield right now. Miss a bubble, but that's quite all right. And I'm in a very good situation right now. I could have let it go and then potentially farm down, but it was a little too risky. So I am gonna look to hit this Dragon Pulse probably. I probably could have Sky Attacked in one, but I know that I'm in a pretty comfortable situation right now. And I'm just gonna hit this Dragon Pulse and win the match. Actually, that does not enough. Does not. You see how not great Dragon Pulse is. It only does a couple more damage than a Sky Attack. So I end up winning that first match right there. It would have been if he would have counter switched to Wishcash. Then I probably would have farmed up a little bit more. But I would have still been in an okay situation because I would have had Shiftry versus Alolan Marowak, which is a slightly positive matchup, and then the Altaria mirror. So I am going to look to use Wigglytuff. Very much changing up my team here. And let's see what happens. Okay, so Wigglytuff obviously an extremely favorable lead, so I expect the switch out to come out pretty soon. And into Wishcash. I don't know. At this point in time, I didn't know how the matchup played out. I'm going to switch out to Shiftry. I didn't want to get Blizzard, so I'm going to farm up a little bit before hitting the Leaf Blade. And whatever charge move comes, I'm going to shield in case this is a Blizzard. Ends up being a Blizzard. And then I'm going to farm up some additional... just a couple more, because I actually don't want to get hit by the Mud Bomb, even though it wouldn't do very much damage. I just want to keep the Shiftry as healthy as possible, so that whatever comes in next, I can, for example here, I can just foul play twice. Especially since he has to get to, well actually no, he can probably Bone Club me, to be honest. So, and I'm just going to let this go. Here comes the Shadow Ball. The reason I let it go is because I want to farm up more with Wishcash, because I know I'm in a very positive situation right now. This is likely just a Bone Club, which is not going to do very much damage, and I'm going to hit the Mud Bomb. This is not going to KO, but going to leave it pretty low, and whatever charge move comes out, I'm just going to tank it, even if it's a Shadow Ball, which I don't think it's going to be. It's way too soon. I'm just going to look to farm down. And then one-shot this Altaria with a Blizzard. There you go. So I take match number 2. Thanks for the set, Mr. Piano Bot. And I think I sent to... Nope. I guess I want to send... Oh, you know what? It's very confusing because on my friends list, it shows Matt as Matt Swar still instead of X3D or whatever his name is right now. I have no idea. So I am going to... I don't know. I'm not sure why I didn't cut out this team selection bar. But I'm going to lead with Shift Tree. If I run into a flyer, they're going to switch to Bronzon. Hopefully get enough energy. But I know he's going to use a bunch of weird stuff, so I expect a bunch of weird Pokemon when I go up against him. So always keeps me on my toes. But see, like his name's not updated here. It's very confusing. So did he change it back? I don't know. Someone ask him. So we are gonna lead with Shift Tree into Togekiss. Not a great situation for me at all. So I immediately switch into Bronzon, looking to get as much of an energy advantage as possible. This is not a great situation. These Mud Slaps are definitely gonna hurt, and I'm gonna look to try to land another one. Which I do, so this ends up being an okay situation for me. It doesn't KO. Oh man, this is brutal. Okay, this is not great for me, because Togekiss is gonna be both my Pokemon. Arguably, I should have shielded there, and I let it go again, but I really need to draw out that second shield. That would have been a lot better for me. I'm going to switch out into... Looks like he's running Snarl or something. I'm going to Sky Attack, and I'm like very desperate to hit the second Sky Attack. I have a decent amount of health, but as you can see, these charms are coming through, and actually puts me in a little bit better situation to get to this charge move. But unfortunately, I need to hit Excellent. But even with this Excellent, it's not enough to KO, and I'm left in a not so great situation. I do go for the Leaf Blade right away to KO the Togekiss, but I'm not in a great situation right now, so I'm just gonna let it go. There's no way for me to win. Maybe I could have. Potentially, I could have hit the Leaf Blade, but I doubt Leaf Blade would have been enough. So I decided to... Let's see here, actually. He had about 60% health left. Shift Tree, Honchkrow. I'm pretty sure he got Snarl. So, let's see. Leaf Blade does 66 damage. So, and each Snarl would do 5. So that's like 81 damage. Maybe I could have won. It would have been close. Each of the Snarls does 6 to me. I was already pretty low. Maybe I could have won. Well, that's quite alright. Actually, no, did I run out of shields? I can't remember. Okay, so I lead with Wigglytuff, so I'm in a very good situation right now. Comes in with Gastrodon. I'm going to switch out into Wishcash, and I'm looking to hit this because I don't want him to get to Earth Power. And I one-shot it. Let's see if he comes back in with... comes back in with Togekiss. And I'm going to come back in with... I'm going to hit the Blizzard to burn a shield or to KO. He ends up blocking. And then I'm going to look to... I'm going to let this go. Which actually probably works out a little bit better for me. Because I can just go into the mirror. Maybe I would have. And I just commit to the double KO because obviously I don't want to be matched up. And I'm in a very good situation right now with both shields up. I can just Dragon Breath down. He's looking to hit back-to-back Sky Attacks, which would be like 7 Snarls off the initial one. But I'm in a very good situation right now, so go for the KO. and I take match number 2. Thanks for the battles, Matt. And we are going to go into the next set against Arrow. And let's see here. He leads off with Swampert. I didn't know. I didn't play a lot with Wigglytuff beforehand, so I actually didn't know this matchup. And I tried to switch out to Altaria to catch it. So I'm going to basically do the same thing right now. Looks to catch the Hydro Cannon. It looks like I could have shielded and then potentially won that one shield matchup. He switches out into a Alolan Sandslash, which is not great for me. I'm going to let this go. And I'm not in a great situation right now. I'm going to come into Wishcash. And we end up CMPing tying towards the first charge move, which makes sense because it takes 5 for the first one. And I'm just going to undercharge it a little bit. And, oh, man, I undercharge it just a little bit too much. And leaves me in a pretty bad situation. So I'm going to look to hit the Mud Bomb. And he ends up just barely surviving. But it's okay, I can farm down. And he comes into Wishcash. And not a great situation for me right now. I'm actually hoping he doesn't shield one more of these, because then I could potentially double shield in the back. Oh, but he lets it go through, and I'm desperate to hit this Mud Bomb, and I'm just one Mud Shot short, and not in a great situation. For sure, if I would have got that Mud Bomb through, actually no, he can probably double Mud Bomb me right now, and well, I get the Charm through, and basically, yeah, me missing out on that Mud Bomb or getting too undercharging the it ends up being pretty close, but undercharging the Mud Bomb too much on Alolan Sandslash allowed the Alolan Sandslash to get off another Ice Punch. I wanted to farm down, but I probably should just committed a full one. It would have been a little safer. I would have had 27 less energy, but more health on my Wishcash, so I could survive another Mud Bomb and then deal damage, or potentially draw both shields and then all that stuff. So anyways, I lead Wigglytuff, and I'm gonna switch out into Wishcash, and he comes out into Alolan Ninetales. It's a Powder Snow variant, so which is doing a decent amount of damage with these Psy Shocks. But I should be able to retain switch advantage. But I'm not in a great situation because this Alolan Sandslash is going to be able to beat both my Pokemon in the back. So I really need to line it up with Wigglytuff would be the more preferred situation. And I'm going to shield here, probably. And I'm going to switch out because I need to save this. I need to take out this Alolan Sandslash with Wishcash, so I do the switch, knowing that he's going to counter switch, and hopefully save enough health on my. Even though this Alolan Ninetales is a problem for my Altaria as well, it's Charm, not Powder Snow. It's Powder Snow, not Charm. So I am going to look to. Oh man, I just barely miss it, but it's so spammy. So I should farm up, but I think I just fired off right away. Well, actually, this is probably not too much of a farm. I probably could farm up 2 more, and then he probably wouldn't have hit it. And here comes Ninetales. I end up shielding, and then I'm looking to farm down. Here comes Altaria, and I'm way too slow on the switch. I should have just fired off the charge move right away. Or what I should have did here, I made a couple of mistakes here. When I survived this Dragon Pulse, I really should have went up for Dragon Pulse. I don't know if I would survive, but unless he burns a shield here, and I missed too many bubbles. So really nice play on his part. And I should have went up. I guess I wouldn't have survived, which is why I switched out. But I need to go up to. I guess I could have fake baited it, but well played, really well played. So I forget who I battled here. Mathematician. Let's see here. I'm gonna lead with Shift Tree, and this is not a great situation for me. So I switch out into Wish Cash, which is not a great situation for me either. And then I go for the Blizzard. Sometimes I like to mix it up. And he ends up not shielding it, so I'm in a pretty good situation. Looks like he did QSA the Mud Bomb, but I should beat him to the next Mud Bomb, even with that QSA, just because Blizzard takes less energy than 2 Mud Bombs. And plus I had the energy advantage, so... and then letting this go. If this is Blizzard, not a great situation for me. Ends up being Mud Bomb. I'm going to hit the corresponding Mud Bomb, so either has to shield or let me take him out. And let's see what comes out next. He comes out with Walrein. No, not Walrein. Celio. And I have no idea why I said Walrein. I guess it's the Vol form, but I am looking to hit one more. He's trying to farm me down. Or I'm not sure, get to the body slam, and he counted pretty well there. So I'm going to come in with Shift Tree. And then I'm going to counter switch to Wigglytuff. This is not a great situation for me right now. And I'm going to gamble that this is Dragon Claw, which it was. And that was a huge, huge call on my part. Especially with 2 shields, it makes total sense to shield there. But he goes for the overheat. So his attack has fallen, so it's not going to do very much damage to me. I go for the Ice Beam, which should draw the shield. Nope, not going to draw the shield. And I'm in a pretty good situation right now. I'm not going to shield. I need to save the shield for Shift Tree. And he ends up doing back-to-back. Totally fine by me. And I'm going to switch out into Shift Tree, and I'm like I'm going to double up here. So I should be able to get to 2. And burn the shield, fire off another one, back to back, in a good situation, and able to take this particular game. I was slowly getting better at using Shift Tree, but I think Shift Tree is like a really amazing Pokemon for this cup. It can like basically do damage to everything in the meta. Even when switched in, it's like still in a pretty great situation. Obviously, loses pretty hard. Like Togekiss would be a pretty hard counter. But even Togekiss doesn't appreciate Leaf Blades a ton. And you're able to get to one. So, but yeah, it still does so much damage to you. So obviously, and then Vespa Queen, which I don't expect too many people to use, would be pretty bad. Toxicroak would be bad as well, because it resists all the moves. Blaziken, but these are very uncommon Pokemon that we don't expect too much. Blaziken? So I end up bleeding Bronzong. He switches out into Tentacruel. I'm not sure what the switch was. I think he was trying to like get me to counter switch or something. I'm not really sure, because this ends up being a pretty favorable matchup for me. I'm going to just let this go. If this ends up being just Acid Spray, that's totally fine. Especially with the debuff clears. If this ends up just being another Acid Spray, and this should KO. And I'm going to look to Bulldoze. Let's see what's going to come out next. Here comes Wish Cash. And this is okay. Like, weakened Bronzong means less farming. And I have a ton of energy. And I'm going to go for another Psyshock. And I'm in a good situation right now. I basically need to I'm going to get to this Altaria. It has a lot of energy. I'm not going to shield. Let's see if this is going to be a blizzard. If it is, it's just a mud bomb. So I know I'm in a very good situation right now. This could be a blizzard, but it's going to be fine. Ends up being a blizzard. This Altaria was a liability for me against Probopass anyway, so and I'm going to shield this because the Mud Bomb would probably do more damage than anything that a Probopass could do. And I'm going to look just to hit this Mud Bomb, do a lot of damage, double super effective against Probopass. And I'm going to look to land another one back to back. And then I should be able to just farm down. Probably not even get to another charge move. And I should be able to take this match pretty easily right here with this Mud Bomb. And able to win the game. Thank you, everyone, for the battles. A lot of fun. Pretty good team. Thank you again. Spit Fire Flowers on Twitter for suggesting this team. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys like this video or want to suggest teams, let me know down in the comment sections below. And I'll see everyone in the next video.